Hi friends, welcome to this week's Shrink Wrap. I'm Livia, and this week we'll talk about how to expand our students' range to have an experience, their own experience in our class, and to do it through sensation specifically. So let's jump into an example right away. Think about triangle pose, for example. Get the students into the pose and we might say something like, feel the stretch on the side of your waist. Not a bad statement. In fact, it's quite good because stretching is broad enough and vague enough to be interpreted in many ways and still kind of specific enough that people are understanding, oh, something should be happening on that top waist, on the side of their body. So it's actually a pretty good statement. The only thing with a phrase like that, feel the stretching on the side of your waist, is what if the student is having an experience other than what you're saying? And it might leave them feeling like, well, am I doing it right? Or I don't feel that, I feel this, and is that okay? Or I don't feel it, how come everybody else is feeling it? So what we want to do is create more room for someone to have an experience other than the words we're saying. Not that someone can, we have the spectrum of poses that we're doing in our class and we want our students to, it's not a free-for-all. I'm not condoning a free-for-all, but I am inviting us to consider as teachers what benefit we might be able to provide our students simply by giving them room to have whatever they're having. They don't have to have the experience of sensation that we think they should have. So consider, instead of feel the stretch on the side of your waist, you may feel a stretch on the side of your waist. Chances are you'll feel a stretch on the side of your waist, or notice what's happening on the side of your waist. Just things that are a little more invitational, not broad or vague, but yet inviting to whatever the experience of their body they're having. Okay, and that is really good for bringing students back, because it's like, hey, check in, like, are you in there? What's going on in there? Because if someone is going to describe to you how they're feeling in their body, they kind of have to be in their body to describe it. So if you get students to feel a variety of sensations in their body, chances are they're in there. But if you keep telling them the experience that they're having, such as feel the burn on the side of your butt, or feel the stretch on the side of your waist, or feel the squeeze in your upper back, then they could go on autopilot. They could be somebody somewhere else. But if you say, draw your shoulder blades together onto your upper back and notice that sensation that's happening for you when you squeeze. What is that? Whatever sensation that they are feeling when the shoulder blades squeeze together, that's the sensation they should go after when they need that action. So you're teaching them it's okay to have your own experience of your body in a yoga class. You're teaching them their experience is what matters. You're teaching them that the sensation that they're feeling, whatever it is, that corresponds to the words of the action that you want them to do that they're getting, that's the sensation they want to repeat again. So I'll say that phrase again because that's an important one. When you allow a student to have their own experience of their sensations in their body, they can by themselves link. So let's say I'm drawing my shoulder blades together, and to me it feels like a claw, actually. It feels like a grip, like a gripping and a claw, actually, if I do it really tight. Well, if that's what I'm after in some of the more advanced back bends, then and I know that the action that I'm doing is drawing my shoulder blades together. Now I'm going after a certain sensation in my body that I've had once before, and I'm also going after that action. So I do the action and I look for that sensation. But if I was taught to squeeze my shoulder blades together until so that they squeeze, well, mine feel like they're squeezing even right there. Mine feel like they're squeezing even right there. But that's not actually enough for some of the other back bends down the road. Okay, that's one example. So we want to give students freedom to generate their own experience of their inner landscape of their bodies, so that down the road they can start linking, oh, I want that sensation when I do that action. And it's good if they do the link themselves. So it really fosters some independence in the student, which is a good thing. It's actually a really good thing for them. It's a good thing for all of us. So ways in which you can increase students learning about their own sensations in their body. You could use words like, or phrases like, do X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah pose, and notice what's happening in your body. And notice what's happening in your body. What are you noticing in your body? Pay close attention to the sensations that are unfolding in your body. You might feel blah sensation, blah sensation, blah sensation, blah sensation. And if you don't, that's okay too. So give students the room to experience words that you're suggesting, and room to experience words, to experience other words beyond what you're suggesting, okay? So again, phrases like, what are you noticing in your body right now? Pay close attention to what's happening in your body right now. Can you describe to me what's happening in your body right now, what you're feeling in your body right now? That's a great one if you're doing privates. And you might even notice that sometimes we're a little bit deprived actually for words to describe sensations in our body. So it's worth it to cultivate some and even suggest them. Like back to the triangle pose example, you might feel some stretching on the side of your waist, or if you're really stretching deeply, it might even feel like you're pulling or even tingling, or, so on and so forth, okay? So just to recap, we want to give our students back themselves. And why? Because it's good to get people in their bodies. It's good for us to be in our bodies as teachers. And it's good to not necessarily force feed whatever experience a student could have in our class. We want to give them room to have their own. So ways to do that, one specific way to do that is directly through inviting more awareness into the inner landscape, specifically through sensation. So we can work on generating more sensation words, more sensation word vocabulary, and inviting that into our class, bringing that into our class, and allowing students to test to see if that sensation fits for them, or is it something else. And also bringing in some invitational language, such as notice what's happening in your body. What are you noticing in your body? You might feel this sensation, that sensation, whatever sensation. You fill in the blank. Things like that, okay? So that's the work of the week, is broadening your repertoire of sensation words, making some big lists, and then also utilizing some invitational language around inviting students into their own experience. And when we do that, they're going to learn sort of by default, oh, if I'm not feeling what this person, what the teacher is saying, but I'm feeling this, and that's still okay. So it's great for fostering independence and for fostering sense of self-knowing in the student, and also sense of self-knowing in the teacher. You're not responsible for everybody's experience. You're just responsible for putting together a class and for holding the space, the field, for getting people back into their bodies. And that goes a long way, I'll tell you. That is bigger than one yoga class, when someone is living at ease inside their own skin. Okay, so give it a whirl. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear. If you come up with some great sensation words, please leave them with this link. I'd love to hear what some of the sensation words are that you generated. And if you like this video, click like, give it a share with Facebook and Twitter, and hope it goes well. All right, till next week, y'all. Bye.